Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. Scammers continue to impersonate utility companies, law enforcement, and in the case of this latest victim, bank employees. Here with the story is online news editor Robert Hayden.
Last week, a Morongo Basin resident received a call from an unknown male telling her that he was from her bank and that her account had been hacked into. The supposed bank employee told the victim that he would help set up fraud detection on her account and requested that she tell him her account information, which she provided. A few days later, the victim found fraudulent transactions from San Diego, totaling just over $19,000. The sheriff's report said that they are continuing the investigation. Phone scammers are getting more sophisticated in their approach, using readily available information to impersonate a utility company, bank employee, federal agent, or even a family member. It's important to educate friends and vulnerable family members on fielding these types of calls. If a caller asks to use a private anonymous payment system like Venmo, Zelle, or PayPal, it is almost certainly not a legitimate attempt to collect a debt from a company. Currently, there aren't any government institutions or public utilities that use these types of payment apps. In the case of this scam, never share sensitive account information over the phone if you are unsure of the call's origin. It's your right to ask identifying questions of anybody calling you, and if you ever question the validity of a call from your bank, hang up and call your bank's phone number directly. If you or someone you know suspects you've been a victim of a scam, contact the Sheriff's Department and your bank immediately. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
At tonight's meeting, the Yucca Valley Town Council will honor the outgoing town planning commissioners. At a special 5 p.m. workshop just before the council meeting, the town will review the Aquatics and Recreation Center project. Reporter Hillary Sloan will fill you in on both of tonight's meetings.
The Yucca Valley Town Council will hold a special workshop to review the Aquatics and Recreation Center material boards at 5 o'clock at the Community Center. The public is encouraged to use this opportunity to engage with architects and the design team as the design and construction phase approaches completion. The council will also receive a detailed ARC update and review and approve the construction management agreement with Safe Work CM, an all-woman-owned construction management company hired for the Aquatics and Recreation Center project. Lastly, the council will receive the Revenue Measure Oversight Commission reappointment of Joel Camp and Tyler Fowlks. The meeting will be held at 6 o'clock at the Yucca Valley Community Center in the Yucca Room or on Zoom. For the link to the Zoom meeting, see this story at Z107.7FM.com. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
The 29 Palms Cemetery District Board of Trustees meets in regular session this afternoon. The board is expected to discuss budget planning, receive reports on staff operations, and begin considerations for the hiring of a new groundskeeper. This meeting is open to the public and begins at 4:30 p.m. at 5450 Encilia Avenue in 29 Palms. The 29 Palms Planning Commission will gather tonight and likely pull 2 vacation home rental permits located on the same street. Reporter Heather Clisby has details.
The Tuesday agenda for the 29 Palms Planning Commission will include public hearings to consider the possible revocation of 2 vacation home rental permits, both on Manana Drive. County Code Enforcement received complaints that the properties were listed on Hip Camp, a resource for outdoor stays, primarily tents and trailers. The location at 72943 Manana Drive, the owner has violated city ordinance by keeping a trailer on the property. The property at 73397 Manana Drive features a bus as a VHR option, which is also a violation of city ordinance. The agenda will also include a public hearing in review of a development code amendment regarding development impact fees for improvements citywide. The 5 p.m. meeting takes place on Tuesday, March 21st at City Hall, 6136 Adobe Road, and can be live streamed or viewed on demand via the city's website, 29palms.org. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Heather Clisby.
The Healthy Heart Run in Yucca Valley that had been postponed on account of extreme weather is set for this Saturday, March 25th. Registration is still open for either the Healthy Hearts 5K Run or the 2K Community Health Walk. The annual event coincides with National Heart Month and is open to participants of all ages and fitness levels and costs $25. You can register right now online at yucca-valley.org or in person at the Yucca Valley Community Center. Those who are unable to attend on March 25th can request a refund or opt to transfer their registration to the upcoming Grub Stakes run on May 28th. The 29 Palms High School Interact Club is organizing a spring break food drive. The club, which also organizes a food drive for Thanksgiving, is hoping to feed 100 families in the 29 Palms community, while Morongo Unified School District schools are closed for the holiday vacation. As part of their effort, the Interact Club is asking those in need to sign up for food by contacting Reach Out Morongo Basin at 760-361-1410. Food will be distributed starting on April 8th. The Joshua Tree National Park Association, the nonprofit that provides funding to programming at Joshua Tree National Park, has announced the successful results of one fundraiser while announcing their next one. Robert Hayden rejoins us with a look at these important events.
On the week surrounding Valentine's Day, 12 local restaurants participated in the Love Your Park High Desert Food Tour, in which each of the businesses donated a portion of the proceeds on certain food and drink items to the JTNPA. More than $10,000 was raised by the 12 restaurants. A finale event at the Tiny Pony Tavern featured a silent auction for the goods donated by even more local businesses, and a talk from Interim National Park Superintendent Jane Rogers. The money raised from this event will be used to fund the preservation and conservation of Joshua Tree National Park. The Joshua Tree National Park Association has also announced their benefit dinner and auction scheduled for May 6th and plan to benefit the study and tracking of the desert's bighorn sheep population. The Bighorn Benefit Dinner and Auction will take place at Paradise Heights, a rustic setting tucked between the hills of Joshua Tree and Palm Springs, located in Morongo Valley on the evening of May 6th from 5 to 8 p.m. A barbecue dinner, drinks, live auction hosted by Z107.7 radio personality Gary Daniel, and a special guest speakers from the National Park. Keep an eye out for tickets, which go on sale on April 1st. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
And finally, the 29 Palms High School Boys Varsity Wildcats tennis team hosted the Yucca Valley High School Trojans tennis team on Monday. The Trojans bested the Wildcats with a final score of 16-2. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.